major step of that is we will ask LAF to prepare an agreement on how Hezbollah can be disarmed, which will be submitted to us for approval. We haven't seen it. They haven't seen it. It hasn't been submitted. What Israel has now said, which is historic, is we don't want to occupy Lebanon. We're happy to withdraw from Lebanon. And we will meet those withdrawal expectations with our plan as soon as we see what is the plan to actually disarm Hezbollah. So it's words on both sides, but those words are super important because we're getting towards that narrow alley of action, and that's where we are at the moment.
I want to ask you regarding the economic zone, but what mechanism could such a plan realistically be implemented?
So if you think about how do we solve all these issues amongst all of us? Hope is a great thing, but hope fades quickly, right? So with me, you're going to get frustrated with me if I'm up here for another 6 months saying it's going to happen, it's going to happen, it's going to happen. Exactly. You'll say, well, let's move from America to France. Let's go from France to Germany. Let's go from Germany to Saudi Arabia. Let's go some outside source. The only thing that works is the hope of prosperity. So we have to have money coming into the system. The money will come from the Gulf. Lebanon, for all the reasons we know, has always had that historic ability to harness enterprise, business, banking. You know, they're working on a gap law. They're working on a new central bank. They're working on a correspondent banking system. They're working on the port. They're working on logistics. We need to speed that program. Qatar and Saudi Arabia are our partners and willing to do that. And saying for the South, if we're asking a portion of the Lebanese community to give up their livelihood, because when we say disarm Hezbollah, we have 40,000 people that are being paid by Iran to fight. What are you going to do with them? You want to take their weapons and say, by the way, good luck, go plant more olive trees? It can't happen, right? We have to help them. And the way we help them is to say, we, all of us, the Gulf, the U.S., the Lebanese, are all going to act together in creating an economic forum that will produce a livelihood which isn't set upon whether Iran wants it or not. That's the idea. Yes, ma'am.
Did you discuss the issue of defense extending
Of course.
What's your opinion?
My personal opinion?
No, USA.
Why the U.S. stand against the EU?
So let me ask you a question. How long has UNIFIL been there? How much do you pay them a year? I'm a businessman. Make it simple for me. No, $1 billion a year. How many years have they been there? You're all journalists. You're brilliant. You've been researching this so you can grill me every day. How many years has UNIFIL been there? Anybody? Yes. Yes. Right? So I'm just a businessman. I say, okay, $1 billion a year, 22 years of efficacy, and you're in a swamp. They haven't fired a bullet. They haven't fired a shot. You're in a worse dilemma than you've ever been with Israel and Hezbollah, and you want us to weigh in more with LAF. LAF is the answer. Your answer is LAF. Your answer is not UNIFIL. The Secretary of the United States position is we will extend for 1 year. That's our position today. We have to decide by the end of August. Of course, France is not in that position. My personal position is I sponsor the President of the United States and the Secretary of State 100%. Concentrate on LAF. You have to do it yourself. The more you rely on outside influences, pretty soon you're going to be substituting McDonald's for Kibinai. Right? That's what's happening. Every time you reach outside for outside help, you're losing the value of what you have. Don't do it. Hezbollah, you can convince them in a non-adversary, my opinion, in a non-civil war environment to join one Lebanese state. This is my opinion. Last question. You guys are wearing me out. I only want question.
You have talked about Syria, Israel, and Tehran. Why not taking the fourth way and United States talk to Tehran to give an order to Hezbollah, and then we close this issue?
Do you think that's not happening? Goodbye.
Just one last question.